season and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I have been working on. So if you guys have seen my last video, you guys know that I did a mod pack review on the Yushia Townscape mod pack. And basically, this town is me using almost everything, of things that were talked about in the mod. Of course, after making that mod, I was like, I need to get to building. So that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what I'm gonna show you all. So let's get started. So one of the first builds that I made for this town is called Wonderland Cafe. So over here, this was like so monumental because I was stuck so many hours trying to figure out how I wanted this cafe to look like, and I finally figured out, because since it was the first build, I felt like that was what would really give off the vibe for the rest of the town. So let me just start showing you guys. And we have a penguin. Nice. So this is Wonderland Cafe. We have these cute little like ice cream shaped lamps outside. This nice little shed there. Flowers out here, a little sign. And yeah, so let's go inside. So for this, I really wanted to keep a very foresty fairy tale kind of vibe, and I really hope I achieve that. So basically, when you first come in, you are of course greeted with all of these chairs. I wanted to keep it very rustic, very forest-like, so we have these spruce chairs and tables all around. Over here we have these like log chairs and stools and these cute little mushroom tables. We have one here and one over here. On the ceiling we have some hanging vines and these spore blossoms that are releasing little particles that gives it very much of that fairy vibe. And we have these cute decorated paper lanterns all around. And then of course you go all the way over here. This is where you would order. We have the dessert case with all the pastries here. We have our cashier, a little service bell, and then the register right here. So we go in here. We of course have the coffee machine because it wouldn't be a cafe without him. We have a blender, some milk, a sink, some jam, plates, and a microwave. All of this organized right back here. Of course, with our friend over here. And yeah, so this is what we have over here. We, of course, continuing with the vibe, I decided to go for a flowering oak log wall. So that's what we basically have going over here. And then this is basically a menu. I just didn't feel like writing everything out, so I used this from the mod pack to really, tie it together. So yeah, so that's what we have here. We have a little garbage can over here. So this is the first build. This is Wonderland Cafe. So let's continue on with our tour. So in between each of these stores, I do have some space here because I didn't want all the stores to be close together, because I did very much want to optimize the use of windows. And again, we have Mr. Penguin over there. But I did very much want to optimize the use of windows, so I figured they couldn't all be stuck together. So I was figuring out what should I do with the space in between. So I decided to do seating areas all along the borders of each of these stores. So moving on to the next build, we have a bookstore. So this is called the Strays Books, with these shelves here and books. So basically here is where you would drop off any book donations, which I thought it was a nice concept because I do see this a lot in vintage and thrift bookstores. And yeah, and I very much like the feel of this. I very much wanted to go for something very antique and old and classic. So that's of course the use of these colors and these tile ceilings. And yeah, so let's get right into it. One thing I really like about these doors is the way that they just slide open. But yeah, so let's get inside. So when you first come in, you're greeted by this little seating section. We got some garbage cans, some ladders, and of course a lot of books, and a camera so we don't get robbed. But yeah, so each section is basically organized by category. We have fiction, realistic fiction, biography, autobiography, romance, history, science, psychology, philosophy, guidebooks, horror, thriller, poetry, banned books, mystery. And if you guys think I'm missing anything else, feel free to comment it down below, and then I'll definitely add it to our library bookstore. So we have, of course, books going all the way up to the ceiling, and each little section has its own little ladder, so you are able to reach up for books, and then a little stool so you can sit down and relax while reading. So basically this is the layout, and then all the way in the back we have the quote-unquote signed copies and the new releases, so I have these organized here. And then we have the little merch area or little goodies. We have these little which I thought was absolutely perfect. It's called Bookshelf Traveler's Backpack. I just thought it was absolutely perfect to incorporate here. We have some t-shirts, some chalk and everything here, all goodies. We have a little sleeping cat, and that's his little bed. And then we have a cashier, a register, and we have a computer here with a seat in case I get looked up. So this is what we have. A lot of this is inspo from all the bookstores, and I wanted to merge all of that together when building this, and of course adding my own personal touch. So this is what we have going for this, and I really like this. I think this in real life would be so cozy, and there's actually a place that looks similar to this where I'm from, and I might just have to go check it out. So let's continue on with our next store. Of course, the little section here. And the next place we have is called Aurora Garden. So of course, as you can tell probably from the name and the amount of plants, this is going to be a little plant shop, a flower shop. So we go in here. We have these little tables set up with all of these different varieties of potted plants, all to choose from, all unique in its own shape and color, which I think it's so amazing. The Yushi mod pack, like I said, I can't stress enough, has so much variation and so many realistic things to add to your world. I of course also did corner all of the basically the ceiling with these, and then as you guys can see, this entire ceiling are glass rain shed, and I thought it would be perfect, since this is a plant slash flower shop, to really give it that like greenhouse vibe while still being very almost luxurious in a sense. So over here we have the section with all the hanging plants all organized, and of course all the plants that are in jars. And then we go over here, we have some Christmas trees, we have a little table here for like potting all the plants, and on the wall we have different pots that you can choose from, and a wall full of seeds of flowers that you can get as well. And then we have our cashier, our register, and we have a computer if you want to look up anything, and then this little cute little basket. And yeah, so this is what we have for Aurora, and I think it very much ties in very nicely together. It's not overpacked like the two previous places we've been to, but I think it's still very nice and very unique. So let's continue on to our next place section again. And this place, I named it AIM, and we were on the phone, just perfect timing while I needed something for a name. So this is called Ashley's Boutique, and basically, if you couldn't tell, this is supposed to be a clothing store. Yeah, it's a little crazy, but let's just go straight into it. So when you first come inside, of course you can see the display here for everything that we have, and then we have tables displaying different types of clothes, which is aka armor, and mannequins, aka armor stands. But yeah, and then we have some hats here, some clothing hanging from the walls, then we have some clothing racks here, folded clothes, and just basically that's what we have going on here. And then we have our cashier and register, and I think her skin went perfect literally with the color combo of this place. I will say though, this place is very colorful, but I thought it was nice just to, add a little bit of color here and there. We wouldn't mind a little craziness here and there, but this is what we have going for this place. So let's continue on. So as for the actual outdoors section, I very much wanted this to resemble like what a town would look like. So of course we have streets, we have crossroad, we have all of that. So on the actual street we have marble, cobblestone, we have these tree bases with of course these trees, and then we have these lamps to be able to really light up the town. And we have some bikes here and there, and then that is our dead end sign, which I will also put one coming a little closer. This is what I have obviously so far, but there is so much more that I want to incorporate. So we go over on this side. This is where we have all the benches, and again, Mr. Penguin keeps wanting to be featured every 2 seconds. But yeah, we have some garbage cans here, and just have that going here. These like grass slabs, and then these banisters to give it like the fence look, and to just add, you know, a little bit of texture, you know, here and there. And yeah, so that's what we have over here. And then if we go right over to the other side, this is what I would consider quote unquote more so the park section. It does look a bit empty right now, but of course I do plan on adding some more stuff. But before I do that, let me make it daytime so that we can actually see what's going on. So I have these little like sheds, if you can call it that. But basically this section right here is going to be if you want to make a barbecue, you can. We have the grill here, we have a picnic table here, of course garbage cans because littering is wrong. But we have some flowers here scattered all around, as well as some trees. But yeah, all of this is of course maintaining the very like wood like dark colors. So almost everything is literally just wood. And yeah, so a lot of combination between spruce and dark oak. So that's what we have for that. Then over here we have almost the same situation, but this is more so like a cool, let's say you have like a little book club. This is like a little perfect nice hangout that you can have here. So that's kind of like the theme that I try to go for when making this one. And then we have over here, so let's just go over to that one. This one's basically just gonna be more so like a seating area. We just have like these 3 benches here, just like log bench that I'm using more so as a table, and just like little tables around. This is more so like a type of conversation pit, I would say. And then we do have this little like gazebo, if you could even call it that. I don't know why I keep putting fishes and they keep disappearing. So that needs to get sorted out. But basically this is where you would see the fishes. You can just sit here and just watch them or look out. I have some firefly particle spawners to really give it that effect of just the lights all around, almost like a firefly effect, if that makes sense. I do have some that are from the Yushia mod that are already included here, and then of course from the same pod pack we also have these little butterflies that I do want to incorporate more of. I do believe they have a spawner for it, so I'll just have to incorporate that there. So yeah, so this is what we have for this section. Then over here we have some picnic tables, just to sit and relax, you know, and everything. You want to just chill. If maybe you're not able to grab one of these, you of course have these. And then I have this little beach section. It's a very small miniature beach, but I figured since I already had sand, you know, surrounded in this area, I was like, maybe I should do something with that instead of just turning everything into grass. So we made a tiny little beach. So here we just have these little like beach loungers, little tables. We have these beach chairs. Here are the towels to just sit and relax. So each little section has its own thing. Here, of course, we have a meal. We have some crates with drinks. And yeah, and over here, if let's say you just want to let's lay down, we have a shovel, which I think was absolutely cute, just for making a little sand castle. And then again, the same thing here. We have some chairs, and then a little seating area if you want to sit on the ground. But this is basically what we have going for, let's say, the beach section. So this is all of that. Of course, it's not huge, but I thought it was great to just incorporate it here, because why not? So that is what we have going on so far for this town. If you guys have any recommendations of what we should name this town, make sure to comment that down below and we can definitely work on that. So let's just go all the way up to really see what we have going on here. So this is what our little town is looking like. I absolutely love it. I really like the vibes. I think it's absolutely super cozy, super nice and relaxing, and I would absolutely love to live here, honestly. This would be so nice. Of course, my next step is of course adding more places. I do plan on building roads with cars. I was thinking about even doing a little train track, maybe little train station, maybe that will definitely be in the works and talks. But I do 100% want to start building some homes, because of course it really wouldn't be a town if no one's actually living there. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I have so much planned. I'm so excited. I know I have been struggling a little bit to get some videos out, but like I say, I am working on it. So whenever I can, I do try. So just know, guys, I am trying. I pinky promise. Guys, please. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I 100% hope to see you guys next time. I have again so much stuff that I want to do and so much that I would like to show you, and I can't wait for you guys to accompany me on this journey. Like I said, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Toodles!